400 volts. What could go wrong?
On today's episode of At Home with GKR Motor Cars, Tyler visits the local Community Auto Tech Center, a program for students to learn the hands-on skills of building cars to see how they're coming along on the 2002 Firebird GKR donated. After that, we head back to the shop with Tyler and revisit the EV conversion on the 1963 Volkswagen Double Cab. Tyler Craig has been putting in a lot of time and effort to get this thing shaped up for completion, and we're starting to see the finish line. You don't want to miss a second of today's exciting adventures, so take a seat, buckle up, and enjoy the ride.
Jared, what's up, man?
Hey Tyler, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. My name is Jared Monroe. You all are at the Columbia Area Career Center Automotive Technology Program. We train high school students in automotive repair, all the way from basic maintenance to advanced diagnostics. And this is our autocross build.
So is this the Firebird we donated?
It is, yeah. We're
yeah.
gonna be building an autocross car.
I mean, this is the first time I've seen it, so.
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right, so I don't see any engine in it. We'll get to that because I heard a little story about what you guys are building for that.
All right.
We'll do that separately, but I mean, right now, what all are we doing today on this? I see it's pulled out.
Oh yeah, so
pretty cleaned up.
Got the interior gutted. We're gonna be spraying some bed liner on the interior today.
Yeah?
Yep, so Tucker, he's gonna be spraying that.
Tucker, what's up, man?
My name is Tucker Williamson. I am a student at Centralia High School, and I come here to automotive mechanics. We're working on an 02 Firebird, and I'm going to be the first to spray the bed liner down.
Yeah. Adding a little, is that for heat or for
Just to
sound?
cover it up, I guess.
Yeah. Clean it up a little bit. Was there anything on there before, or was it just kind of?
It was some carpet, you know,
Carpet,
so
yeah.
we ripped the carpet out, ripped out the seats. They were pretty rough. The cart sat for a long time. So we decided to just gut it and start fresh, and you know, it's going to be an autocross build, so.
I've never seen one of these this deep down. You know,
Yeah.
I'm used to like 60s and 70s muscle cars torn apart, but
Right.
there's not much.
Not much left.
I mean, it's just a little bit different design. Those dashes are like one big piece that come in and out, aren't they? A little different than the old stuff.
Yeah.
So what's like the overall like build goals on this? What are we?
So what we're looking to do is just build a track-ready autocross car, and then at the end of next school year, we hope to be done with it and have the students take it to LS Fest
Oh, yeah.
out in Kentucky. So,
That'd be awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. I know those kind of places that they love when students kind of rally together to put something like this together. It's pretty awesome that you're helping them put it together.
Yeah. No, they really enjoy planning the project out and getting everything.
Well, sometimes just having that opportunity is what's big, you know, just getting the chance to work on something cool like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how stripped is it going to be? I mean, I see some chassis harnesses cut, you know, or is it going to be just very track only?
Yep, track
Nice.
only. So that's
Like,
the goal.
Who's going to drive it? You have some students drive it?
Yeah. So once the end of next year, the seniors that are going to be going on that trip,
Yeah.
they'll all be graduated by then. So
Probably have to take it up to Ozark Raceway and figure
There
out
you go.
the best
Yeah.
lap times.
there you go. So
you
by
can-
that time, they'll all be able to drive it if they want to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ozark International Raceway. It's a pretty fun little track. We have a track day coming up, so we're super excited for that.
Right here, it's also pretty difficult to drive.
Oh yeah. So this motor, let's hear more about this motor. I want
We
to
can go check it out if
All right,
you
yeah,
want.
let's go do that.
So this is the motor that we had donated by Rankin
Okay,
Tech
Rankin.
out of St. Louis. So their high performance program built this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they built it.
They built it, they tested it, ran it. They say it makes about 500 horsepower.
I mean, that's pretty good.
So-
You know, it's a 5.3, so
Yep. So
I mean, they make pretty good power out of a 5.3 without putting any boost on them. So
yep. So you know, this is the base right here, and then we're
Mhm.
going to just kind of build off of that and see what we can accomplish.
doing any power adders, anything planned there?
We've got a few things planned, but just
Yeah.
trying to make
So you know, these had the LS1s in them,
Mhm.
and this one originally had a V6, right?
Right,
Yep.
correct.
So you know, all the small block stuff pretty much. I mean, 60s on down. You know, it all works pretty well. GM stuff. How close is this getting to going in?
So we're gonna get the swap kit here in the next couple weeks, and we're
Yep.
gonna get it, set in there and make sure everything fits,
Yep.
and then we're just kind of trying to figure everything out still.
Yep. So like you know, rear end, you know, bulking up the suspension. I mean, autocross, you got to keep that thing pretty tight,
Right.
because you can get away with a little bit of loose rear end on a road course because that's just a little bit more room to kind of play with. But on those autocross courses, I mean, you've really got to have it.
Especially at LS Fest.
Yeah.
I've been there in the last 3 years. It's very
Yeah.
wicked.
And I mean,
Also very fierce.
not to send 500 questions your way, but what about like downforce stuff like that?
Right.
Thought about that at all with one of these? I mean, these things have plenty of weight as they
Yeah.
are, but
I kind of been thinking about it, but nothing really
yeah,
dead.
right.
I can think of.
Keeping that front end down will be huge. I know, something like this, but no, this is cool. I'm really excited to see how this all comes together and where it goes from there, and just seeing next generation kind of tinkering with this stuff now. It's a little different than the stuff I tinkered with when I was their age. It was the small block, 350 stuff and carburetors and distributors, because LSs were like brand new when I was in high school. But
Right.
The thing is that my dad deals with these, so I
yeah,
kinda
yeah,
understand
you know them pretty well.
a little bit.
But I mean, what else do you guys do here? I mean, is it just the performance stuff, or do you guys have other, like you said, diagnostics? I mean, you do more like SAE kind of certified stuff.
Yeah, so we're an ASE accredited program.
ASE, yeah.
No, you're fine.
So you're saying SAE when it comes to tools.
Right.
And,
Yeah, so it's an ASE accredited program. We're an MLR program. So what that basically means is we kind of cover the basics. All right, there's 3 different levels that you can be as a program.
Yeah.
So MLR, AST, and then a master program. So your master program are more of your like tech schools. AST can be community colleges, and MLR mainly like high schools. So
Yeah.
we come in, we learn about the basic, doing inspections, kind of getting to know
Yep.
the car,
Oh, yeah.
learning about what the different systems are, and then we kind of just go from there, tackle the electrical, and then cover all.
Well,
of
I hear
the-
you talking about ASC, like tech stuff, more of the diagnostic stuff, and I see 2 BMWs here.
Yeah. So the BMW in the air.
seem to come in for service.
Right. So the BMW that's in the air, that was donated a few weeks back.
Okay.
A local couple, they had some engine issues, and they were told they needed
The
an
engine
engine.
shows there's no engine.
There's no engine, right? Sitting over here on this engine stand. So they were told that they needed an engine. The belt got ingested into the engine through the crank pulley.
Oh.
So we're gonna tear that engine down, see if it can be salvaged. We've already taken a look at the rod bearings, and they all look pretty good.
Yeah.
So
See that.
the plan is to rebuild that. The BMW on the ground, that was donated last year, and it sat since last spring, and now it needs a fuel pump. So
Okay.
we're working on that.
I see M wheels. This isn't an actual M, is it?
Well, no, it's just an M package.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, we kind of tackle a little bit of everything. So
I see that.
yeah.
I mean, how many bays do you have here?
So we've got 8 bays, including the alignment rack there.
rack,
So 8 service bays. There's toolboxes in each bay, so they're all set up the same.
Yeah, and I mean, that's, you know, with our future shop, you know, we're in the design phases right now and how we want to set it all up. May have to reach out for a little suggestion there.
There you go. And
I
it's
like
come a long
everybody's
way.
different input. You know, you get with mechanics and stuff like that, they're all different in how they want to set something up. So it's nice to have all the input, and then I make a decision around it. But
Absolutely.
maybe I'll let Tyler and Jason make the decisions around it all.
There you go. There you go.
Cool.
Yeah. So we just went through a full renovation last summer.
Oh, yeah?
So
I mean, everything looks pretty nice and new in here, that's for
they
sure.
just painted the ceiling, redid the floors, put in the new exhaust system, air conditioning. So
is
they
this
took care of it.
attached to the high school, or is this
So yes, it's part of Columbia Public Schools.
Public
so it's
schools,
part of the
yeah.
high school. Yeah.
so like all the high schools, no matter which school you go to, you can still this
Right,
is
so
still-
we
it's
pull
not just
from-
the Rockbridge High School that's right next door. Okay.
So we pull from Hickman, Battle,
Yep.
Rockbridge, private schools. We get homeschool students.
Oh, wow.
So anybody who lives within Columbia Public Schools
Yeah.
can come here, and we also pull from Centralia.
Oh, wow.
Also, so,
Okay.
which is where Tucker's
Yeah,
from.
that's where Tucker comes from. Very cool. Well, I mean, you know, I knew about like the vocation school and stuff like that when I was in high school, and I never did it. I was in you know, like shop class and ag, and I would build stuff there, but it was never like intensive like this, which is, you know, is this after school or during school?
It's during school, and then we have an after-school club where we're working on the autocross build. So yeah.
Very nice. Well, I don't want to get in your way, Tucker. You're getting ready to get down and dirty with some bed liner.
And we'll get a coat or two down. We'll see how
I
it
drove a
turns
pretty nice
out.
car today. I don't want to get too close to your work.
Yeah.
I don't want
We
to get
trust
that. I don't want to get that old. I trust you, but I don't trust that stuff. That stuff. It's like biscuits and gravy. You get gravy everywhere when you eat. You're like, where did that even come from?
Yeah.
That's how bed liner is.
Magnet, it always
It
finds
just.
a way.
Oh yeah. No. I'll let you get to that. All right, they're getting into the dirty work, so I'm gonna get out of here. I don't do that anymore. So yeah, the Camaro is going backwards. The interior part was planned that way. We kind of threw the interior in there for the show and the reveal to show it off, and there's a few little minor things we had to fix with the interior to get it final. But the ECU we have in there actually did, we're pretty sure got fried. So as is the case with projects, they like to go backwards sometimes. But let's go see a project that's moving forward, and man, does it look good with all the pretty parts. All right, so you've seen this at least 2 or 3 times, our little configuration of how all the batteries and battery systems are going underneath here. But we've actually got some wiring done. Tyler Craig, Tyler 2, has been working very hard on making these harnesses, and as you can probably see from the B-roll, a lot of wiring, a whole lot of wiring. We've done tests. He nailed it. They look great. They look really great. There's a few more things we gotta kind of tie together to get it final, but now we're kind of like figuring out, you know, I mean, half of this runs to the front of the cab. And we're probably gonna be short on a few of these things, so I have to get some extensions. Kind of getting it all where we want to put it, because we got to measure, you know, the front steering wheel, let's say, is 5 feet from this section right here, which will be back there. We got to figure out how much extension we got to add, how much wiring we're really going to have to like add to this pre-made wiring harness from AEM. Coolant is pretty much schemed out. We've got it where we want it. We just got to run the hoses. And then all this stuff's pretty much, you know, plug and play. It literally plugs both the coolant and the wiring. We'll be able to pull this all out, mark battery 1, 2, 3, 4, stuff them up in there, pull the stickers off, hook all this up, and it should be easy when it's all up in there. Now, getting it up in there is gonna be one thing, because, I mean, I can't pick this up with one hand. These are very heavy battery packs. I don't know if we talked about that, but I just want to make sure you remember and feel for us when we go to put these in. One other thing you may have noticed, which is kind of a cool addition, on that intro B-roll, did you see the new wheels? Because they look pretty sweet. And really excited to see this thing rolling down the road, freshly polished, with those new wheels, humming like a beautiful electric car. Oh yeah, it'd be pretty great. But we got all the wiring, we got all the batteries, all the electricity stuff. What about the mechanical? Tyler Craig has also been busy working on the mechanical setup of all this, so really excited to show that off too, but let's go check it out. All right, so we've got everything painted and installed down here. We've got cabling and hose lines to put in for the coolant, but Tyler has done an amazing job of kind of organizing everything down here. Of course, we got the big motor. We got that in, you know, the first thing, because, I mean, it's the biggest piece that goes back here. So we got it in where it needs to go. You can see our brand new control arms, I guess, underneath there are in, and the new 930 shafts, they're all in, they're at the right angles. You know, they're definitely at an angle, which isn't always ideal, but that's really kind of how these things were kind of set up. The way, you know, it's not a straight across axle. Never really understood why. I'm not that big of a Volkswagen Porsche guy, but you know, that's got an angle. We've even dropped this down from the factory spot where the hubs are. So it's gonna be a better angle than it would have been from the factory anyways. Ride height is good. We might, you know, we gotta get tape measure on there and really fine tune it, but it's pretty much where it's gonna be. And brakes are in. We got a couple little pieces of hardware we gotta get still yet, but I mean, everything's looking pretty good over here mechanical wise. Over here we've got a really nice little plate that Tyler made. It pretty much takes our coolant overflow, the reservoir tank essentially, because you know this coolant's going to have some kind of way to fill it and top it off. We have this tank here which will pull from that. It'll go over here to the cooling fan and cool the coolant, and then send it back into the inside of the cab, cool our batteries, cool our charger, and then come back, cool the motor, pump back through here, and do its cycle. You know, we've got a nice remote over here that we'll use. Remote cooling fan. We've used these a lot. These things cool down really well, really transfer some heat. You know, luckily this was a air-cooled ride before, so we've got plenty of vents back here in this engine bay to suck some cool air from the outside to bring it in and just get everything in here, you know, a little bit more cool. And as you can see, I mean, our angles are fine because I'm pushing this pretty easily, rolling it, and everything rolls without any kind of encumbrance. Up here is our junction box, the main kind of junction of all of our high voltage stuff, and you know, there's essentially like breakers in there and fuses that'll help keep things safe, and it's got some low voltage, more for monitoring and just keeping, you know, everything in there, like a high voltage interlock and that kind of stuff. But it'll be easy. He doesn't want air conditioning or heater on this or electric power steering, but if you have something high voltage as an accessory, you'll be easily able to add that with these little ports here on the side. So down the road, all your high voltage comes in here, and if you need high voltage for an accessory, boom, you just plug it in, easy as that. Outside of that, you know, I'm gonna get those batteries in here, get everything final wired. We've got to order some new high voltage cable. The high voltage cable I have is not the dual insulated that we need for this system. The kind we used to have was just a 2.0 gauge high voltage wire, welding wire essentially for these Hyper 9 kits we were running. You know, they're rated for 600 volts, which this is only 400, but they don't have that dual insulation, which just adds an extra layer of safety. And plus these connectors only accept dual insulated wires. So gotta get the measuring tape out, measure how much of that we need, and yeah, then we'll get everything hooked up. Our nice cables here to hook the motor up. We'll start seeing some orange lines going through here. But it's been a long time coming on this one, you know, lots of fabrication, lots of just making things work, because that's how EVs are. You just make all this stuff work. And is it working? Does it look good? I think so. Tyler gets most of the credit on this, Tyler C. And yeah, really excited to get some wheels turning on this finally, but you'll just have to wait just a little bit longer for that.